wanted to go through the bear off and duck skill again. So if red needs to duck yellow, maybe red is sailing along on starboard and then has to tack and duck yellow, but let's start with the simple situation that red is a little bit ahead. Maybe you can tell on the diagram if we draw a ladder rung here and red is a bit closer to that line perpendicular to the wind than yellow is. So if red can realize this early enough, they can bear off and sheet out, and now they are at a lower point of sail, which means they're going to be sailing faster. And then if they can heel the boat to leeward here and sheet in and flatten the boat, they can get to this position with actually more boat speed than yellow has. So a little bit more speed than your normal close hauled will mean that you don't end up with your bow on the same ladder rung as yellow's transom. You actually maybe make up a third of a boat length or so. So you're less than one boat length behind yellow if you do a perfect duck here. And then if the next play is to go right, yellow can either make that back with a big powerful roll tack, or if they don't do a great tack, or if it's windy and you can't gain from a tack, these boats are now at a very similar ladder rung with a very good duck by red. So for the bearing off and ducking drill, you need to try to set yourself up so that you can have this sort of run up and head up to that yellow boat. So it is possible to do this even if you're over here, and this is sort of assuming that yellow has no interest in red at all, which is maybe not realistic. A lot of the time when red starts reaching, yellow will just tack, and then red feels like a bit of an idiot. But a lot of the time you know that yellow is committed to going left. Anyway, let's say that yellow is a known factor. They're just going to keep on sailing. So red can gain a bit of speed by going low and fast, and then tack, and then come back again. Now this is the key moment that I want to highlight. If you leave it too long, you end up going above close hauled full speed downwind. And then when you head up, you've lost all of this distance. So the key is to bear off early if there's time to bear off. Or you could even theoretically slow down here. But the point is that when you come up to this corner of the boat, you need to already be heading up. That's the difference between directing your extra speed upwind or directing your extra speed downwind on an upwind leg. Ooh, did he duck enough? So there, now he's sailing downwind, and so there's a little bit of wasted space there. Then there's a second problem that even though Stefan sheeted out a lot, he still ended up stalled as he came back behind the starboard boat there. This reminds me of mark roundings too, where it's the same thing. Sailors are bearing off fairly quickly and not getting the sail out far enough, and then that's costing them distance as they try to accelerate to full speed on the upwind. Let's take a look at another one that is not really exaggerated enough, but it has some pretty good timing. So here Mika is heading up as he passes behind the starboard boat.